that bareback riding glove out of his rigging, and they'll help him safely to the ground. 67 points for Sean Perkins, 67. Puts him in there at 117 on two head. Moves us to Brody Schaefer, University of Providence Cowboy. He's drawn horse number 403. They call this one Comanchero. So Sean Perkins sets a stage early for us in the bareback riding with 67 points. And he's 117 on two. 67 being the high mark ride of the weekend so far in the bareback riding here in Miles City. Shoe number 3 now for the action. Here we go. University of Providence bareback rider Brody Schaefer on Comanchero. Jerked his hand out of the rig and he's down early. It'll go score for the Cowboy here today. No score for Brody. And University of Montana Western bareback rider Troy Kirkpatrick will be next. Team ropers be ready. There's just 2 to go. Troy had the high mark ride in the long row round. He was 66 points. He's on horse number 452 today. They call this one Conquistador. Shoe number 4, Troy Kirkpatrick. Big thank you once again to all of our great help out here this weekend. Gary Anderson, Calvin Seacrest pulling gates for us, Terry Hagen, Todd LaRoe, Marty Pinrod out in the back. That's just on the rough stock end of things. Troy Kirkpatrick, your bareback rider, 66 points on his first horse here this weekend. Got a wild start here on a Saturday afternoon in Miles City on the big Sorrow Bucket Horse in the Birch Rodeo program they call Conquistador. The University of Montana Western bareback rider makes sure to not welcome whistle, but he's got his hands full still. Tyler Robertson rides in, helps him to the ground. Right in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, let him know what you think. $67 points for Troy Kirkpatrick, 67. Puts him in there at 133 unofficially on two head. That moves him way to lead in the event here this weekend. Only one cowboy that can catch him, that's Brody Smith, University of Montana Western cowboy as well. He was 61 points yesterday and has drawn the good horse here today to call Pistolero. Just about to hand out the first of our championship Maynard buckles here for the weekend. A big thank you to Maynard Buckles. They donate the championship buckles for the College National Finals Rodeo each and every year. Located in Ferrol, New Mexico, they've been a generous sponsor of this event for many, many years. The University of Montana Western bareback rider Brody Smith on Pistolero. Shoe number 2, he was 61 points here last night. Good solid ride here will put him right up there in the top 3 on 2. Just where he's going to be seated. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at here. The Birch Boys brought some buckers to town. Brody Smith doing about everything he can do. It's up to our two rodeo judges, the father-son duo of Wade and Ace Berry. And the scores are coming in for Brody. $73 points for Brody Smith, 73. Puts him in there at 134 unofficially. And according to my chicken scratch, scribbles, and math here by 1 point, that makes Brody Smith your champion here this weekend. Brody Smith unofficially, 134 on 2 head, and 73 points here today. Troy Kirkpatrick in second place unofficially with a 133 on 2, and Sean Perkins with 117 on 2. How about a big round of applause for Brody Smith, your bareback riding champion here at the 2019 Miles Community College Rodeo. Congratulations, Brody. All right, Team Ropers, you're up. Going to start from the bottom here in the top 10 and go with Caleb Berquist and Levi Delamarte first. Montana State University team. They'll be followed by Will Griffel and Colton Fisher. And then Elizabeth French and Carson King. Logan Dunn and Kaylin Wheeler, be ready please. Would like to remind everybody, Jackie Jensen is here, taking pictures throughout the weekend of all the great rodeo action. All of her images are available to view and order online at JackieJensenPhotography.com. Here is Caleb Berquist and Levi Delamarte. They were 14 flat last night. And a good smooth run here today. And a 6.7 for the team, 6.7 puts them in there 20.7 on 2. Will Griffel and Colton Fisher will be next. Northwest College team. They'll be followed by Elizabeth French and Carson King. And then Logan Nunn and Kaylin Wheeler. Brad Grisdale and Seth Indergaard, be ready please. Will and Colton turns in a 13.8 last night. They've got to be a 6.5 or faster to take over the lead or tie with the lead here this afternoon. Got it on him in a hurry. Healer tracks up, gets him both. .8 for the team, 5.8. Puts them in there 19.6 on 2 unofficially, 19.6 and moves them into the lead. Elizabeth French and Carson King will be next. They'll be followed by the team of Logan Nunn and Kaylin Wheeler. Then Brad Grisdale and Seth Indergaard. Tate Benson and Chase Mitchell be ready. Montana State University team backed in behind the barrier. Elizabeth French and Carson King. They were 13.6 in the long goal. Come up empty here today. No time for the team. No time. Logan 9 and Kaylin Wheeler will be next. Northwest College for Logan, Kaylin Rodeos for Dawson Community College. They'll be followed by Brad Grisdale and Seth Indergaard, then Tate Benson and Chase Mitchell, Dawson's Vankira, and Cash Davis. Be ready, please. Said, all right, boys, give me the big 10. Logan's doing the heading, reaches out, makes one fit. Kaylin rides in, catches one, +5 in the field for the team. $10.1 plus 5, 15 and 1, 15 and 1. Puts them in there, 28.2 on 2. Brad Grisdale and Seth Indergaard will be next. Montana State University competitors. They'll be followed by the team of Tate Benson and Chase Mitchell, then Dawson's Vankira and Cash Davis. Caleb McMillan and Hagen Wallace. Be ready, please. And here we go, Montana State University team. Nice head catch, here rides in, throws a good loop, but it won't fit. And no time for the team here today, no time. Tate Benson and Chase Mitchell will be up next. Dawson Community College and Montana State University team. They'll be followed by Dawson's Vankira and Cash Davis, and then Caleb McMillan and Hagen Wallace. James Ramirez, just 2s, be ready, please. No time for Tate and Chase, no time. Northwest College team, Dawson's Vankira and Cash Davis will be next. Caleb McMillan and Hagen Wallace, you're on deck. James Ramirez and just 2s here in the hole. Jack Graham and Matt Williams, be ready, please. 4 to go, steer wrestlers, be ready. Well, looks like they were going to be fast. No luck at the heel end and another no tie for the Northwest College team, no tie. Here's a pair of their teammates, Caleb McMillan and Hagen Wallace. They'll be followed by James Ramirez and just 2s, and then Jack Graham and Matt Williams. .58 the fast time so far here today. Turned in by Will Griffel and Colton Fisher. They're also the fast time on 2 with a 19.6. Caleb and Hagen were 8-2 with the long go round. 11-4 faster will help them out. They get them both. .6 for the team, puts them in there 15.8 on 2, 15.8, and moves them way into the lead here in the average. And it moves us to the University of Montana Western team of James Ramirez and just 2s. They were 6.7 on their first year here this weekend. They'll be followed by our final team of the team roping. Steer wrestlers, be ready. Tough break for the University of Montana Western Cowboys. They'll take home in no time here today, no time. Final team will be Jack Graham and Matt Williams. They were a rapid 5.9 here this morning in the slack. They've got a little breathing room here. Just a good solid run should move them into the lead. Montana State University Cowboys. Reaches out there, makes a good head catch. Healer tracks him up another jump to be safe. Gets them both, and there's your champions for the weekend. 6.2 for Jack and Matt. 6.2. Puts them in there at 12.1 unofficially and makes them the champions. Second fastest time here today and the fastest time on two. Head the Montana State University team of Jack Graham and Matt Williams are your 2019 team roping champions. Gentlemen, if you'll come down to this end of the arena for the buckle presentations, please. Steer wrestlers, start thinking about it. Isaiah, you'll be first. Seth Indergaard, you're on deck. Zane Marchenko, you're in the hole. And Jake Faulkner, start thinking about it. All right, congratulations one more time to Jack and Matt, the champions of the team roping here this weekend. Steer wrestlers, you're up. Miles Community College Cowboy Isaiah in, you were first to go. You were 12.5 in the long go round. Seth Indergaard, you're on deck. Zane Marchenko, you're in the hole.
Wake up, you better walk around. Don't wake her up. Your time to bed.
8.1 for Isaiah, 8.1. Puts him in there at 20.6 on two. Seth Indergaard will be next. He was 12 flat and long go. Montana State University Cowboy will be followed here today by Zane Marchenko and then Jake Faulkner. Local sponsor for the steer wrestling here this weekend is Cowtown Egg Supply. A big thank you to the Singleton family at Cowtown Egg Supply. Big thanks to all of our great sponsors here this weekend. Big thank you to Miles City Salary, Miles City Vet Clinic, First Interstate Bank, Miles City Livestock Commission Company, Stockman Bank, Murdoch's, Anderson Air, Max Frontierland, Cowtown Egg, Stevenson and Sons Farms, and Tiorama. Seth Indergaard gets one down. Turns in the time of 7.4, 7-4 for Seth. Puts him in there at 19-4 on two. It moves him into the lead on the average. And it moves us to Zane Marchenko. He was 11.7 in the long round. Failed to mention earlier today or yesterday that our men's all-around buckle sponsored by the Miles City Livestock Commission Company. Big thank you to Mark Midget and the crew. And the women's all-around buckle sponsored by Stevenson Farms. Montana State University Northern Cowboys, Zane Marcinko stands up, goes to the nose, gets him down. Eight flat for Zane, 8 flat, puts him in there 19-7 on 2, moves him into second place. Jake Faulkner will be up next, Montana State University competitor. Jake was 10.4 on his first run this weekend. Jake Faulkner gets one to the ground. Turns in the time of 9 flat, puts him in there 19-4 on 2, and moves him into a tie for the lead on 2 head right now. Tyler Hoole will be next. Tyler will be followed by Austin Whitehouse and then Will Powell. Tyler Boole trying to make sure everything feels just right. Get these horses to stand up square on all 4 feet to make sure he gets a great shot at things here today. Good solid run turned in by Tyler. Turns in the time of 7.5. Moves him in there at 17-8 on 2 and moves him into the lead in the average at this time. 17.8. Austin Whitehouse will be next. University of Providence Cowboy was 10.2 in the long go. He'll be followed here today by Will Powell and then Jake Malik. Austin Sibley start thinking about it. 5 to go, Bronc Riders. 5 left in this section. Austin Whitehouse reached out there long ways, trying to be fast, comes up empty, tough break for the Cowboy, no time here today, no time. Montana State University Cowboy Will Powell will be next. He'll be followed by Jake Malik and then Austin Sibley. Anthony Floor, be ready, please. Will Powell turned in a time of 7.7 on his first steer here this weekend. Montana State University Cowboy Will Powell will be next. 7.7 in the long go. Connor Houle currently leads this event on 2 of the 17.8. Fast time so far today is Seth Indergaard with a 7.4. Switch down to the next one. Going to switch and go to Jake Malik next. Jake was 7.2 on his first steer. University of Montana Western Cowboy. Good start for Jake. Reaches out a long ways. Cowboys up, hangs through a Hooley hand. Comes up swinging, goes to the nose. You bet. .6 for Jake, 9.6. Puts him there at 16.8 on 2. He's your new leader. 16.8 on 2. Gonna go back up to Will Powell now. Once again, Will was 7.7 on his first year here this weekend. Montana State University Cowboy Will Powell. Not the best steer to draw on the pin, but he cowboys up and gets him to the ground. .4 for Will Powell, 10.4. Puts him in there at 18.1 on 2. Austin Sibley will be next, Miles Community College Cowboy. He was 6.5 in the long go. He'll be followed by our final steer wrestler here today, Anthony Floor. 2 to go, Bronc Riders, 2 left. Jake Malik currently leads this event, 16.8 on 2 hit. Just a solid businessman run for Austin Sibley. I'll move him into the lead here today. Once again, I'd like to thank some of our national sponsors, Cinch Jeans and Shirts. They are the exclusive apparel sponsor of the NIRA. Is that all right, boys? Here we go. Miles Community College Cowboy Austin Sibley. Got to hold the one in a hurry. Not the biggest cowboy in the pin. Pretty fair fight up to this point. Austin's going to turn his head, get that nose, help him down. 17th flat for Austin. A tough break for the Miles Community College Cowboy. Out of contention for the championship here this weekend, but a Cowboy that does have a pretty good shot is Anthony Floyd. University of Montana College Cowboy. He was 5.2 in the long round. 11.5 or faster, and he'll be the champion here this weekend. University of Montana College Cowboy, Anthony Floor, final steer wrestler here to go. Big thank you once again to our buckle sponsor, Cowtown A, for the steer wrestling here this weekend. Anthony didn't draw the best one on the pin either. Cowboys up, keeps your hands on him. Now he's got to get him to the ground and does so slowly. It's going to be close. 12.9 for Anthony. 12.9. It's going to put him in there at 18.1. And looks like, according to my math, that your champion is the University of Montana Western Cowboy, Jake Malik. He was 7-2 in the long round at 9-6 here today. 16.8 on 2 head. And if we could get Jake down here in front of the bucket shoots for the buckle presentation, we'd appreciate it. A big thank you once again to our buckle sponsor, Cowtown Egg Supply. All right, Son of Brown Riders are up. Remember, it's a two-hitter here in the mount riding. We're going to get things started off with Clancy Glenn, Northwest College Cowboy. He was 52 points last night in the long go, or the first go, I should say. Be 2 sections of Son of Brown riding here today. Northwest College Cowboy Clancy Glenn will be coming out of shoe number 2, the Stockman Bank shoe. He's drawn the bucket horse they call Longmire from the Birch Rodeo program. Center out, here we go. Clancy Glenn, Northwest College Cowboy on Longmire from the Birch Rodeo program. The roan horse kind of took some big empty jumps, didn't do much kicking, so he did what he could. Later to that 8-second whistle, it's in the judge's hands now. $55 points for Clancy, 55. Puts him in there at 107 points on 2. And we'll move next to Austin Amick. Austin's the University of Montana Western bronc rider. He'll be coming out of shoe number 1, the Visit Casper's shoe. On the bucket horse here today to call Hell on Wheels. Big thank you to our buckle sponsor here at the Saddlebone Riding, Stockman Bank. Stockman Bank was founded in 1953 and is still 100% Montana owned and operated. As your complete financial center, Stockman has 34 locations statewide, including 2 in the Miles City area to serve you. Visit Stockman today for all your financial needs. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, and a member FDIC. Austin Amick, the University of Montana Western bronc rider, shoe number 1, just about ready to go on the Birch bucket horse they call Hell on Wheels. Austin was no scorer in the first round. Like to jump out and be a bunch of points here this afternoon. Good solid mark out on this side, but Hell on Wheels could be Hell on Hooves too, and Austin Amick is down early. They'll take home a no score here this afternoon. No score for Austin. Big thank you also to Custom Ag Fencing, our sponsor here at the Out Game. Ben Beardsley and crew. I'd also like to direct your attention across the arena there to the sponsor names along the wall. All great sponsors for the Chain Feed Arena here, this wonderful facility that we host the event in this weekend. Certainly appreciate all their support as well. Well South will be next. Miles Community College Brown Drive. Will be coming out of shoe number 3. He's driving the Bench Rodeo horse they call News Flash. Just one qualified ride here so far today. Clancy Glenn, 55 points. He's also your average leader with 107 on 2. Also like to thank Powder River Livestock Handling Equipment, the College National Final Rodeo's official arena provider. Powder River also sponsors the Coach's Breakfast and the Coach of the Year Award. Powder River has been involved with college rodeo for over a decade. Big thank you to Powder River Livestock Handling Equipment. Will South, your Brown Rider. Miles Community College Cowboy. Shoe number 3 on News Flash from the Bench Rodeo program. Will. It's launched out into the middle of the arena there off a pretty good bucking horse from the Birch Rodeo program. And no score for the Miles Community College Cowboy here today. No score. Two to go in this section. Go tires, be ready please. Faulkner will be your next Bronc Rider. Horse number 529, Montana State University's Bronc Rider. He's on the Birch Rodeo horse they call Ridge Runner. Shoe number 4.
A little different, babysitting, a little more babysitting.
Definitely.
Cody Faulkner, Montana State University Cowboy. He was 62 points in the long go round. Go back in the middle of the pack. Drawing the good horse here today, Ridge Runner. Montana State University Cowboy gets a free roll out there. And then on Alabama left, Tyler Brookman in the belly of that one. And he's down before that 8-second whistle, no score for Cody here today, no score. Final Bronc Rider in the first section will be Brandon Morgan, the big long-legged Bronc Rider from Montana State University. Judges reached into the hat earlier today, drew horse number 445 for him. They call this one Wagon Boss. Shoe number 2, Stockman Bank shoe for the action. Brand Morgan, your Cowboy. Go ahead and take your time, Brand, but hurry every chance you get. Go Tires, start thinking about it. Karen Patton, Haley Garrison, Layton Meyer, you'll come in that order, please. Here we go, Brand Morgan on Wagon Boss from the Birch Rodeo program. You talk about suck back, go the other way, do everything but pull a knife from the long-legged bronc rider from Montana State University. Just another day at the office. Scores are coming in for Brand Morgan. 54 points for Brand, 5-4. So in the first section, Clancy Glenn, the high mark ride with 55 points. He's also leading the event on two-hand with 107 points. We'll get the arena cleared out and go for go time. 62 for Brand Morgan. Correction there, 62. Brand had a no score on his first horse last night, so he's 62 on 2. Won't place in the average here today. Go Tires are up. Break the tractor in and rake real quick. All right, Go Tires are up. Kieran Patton will be first. She was 12.8 on her first one. She'll be followed by Haley Garrison and then Layton Meyer. Savannah Polich start thinking about it. Montana State University Cowgirl will be first. She was 12.8 in the long go round. Comes in at the back of the pack on her first time. She's got to be rapid here this afternoon if she wants to make some hay on 2. All right, here we go. Kieran Patton. Pretty solid run to start us off here this afternoon for Kieran. At a 7.8 for Kieran, 7.8. Puts her in there at 20.6 on 2, 20.6. Moves us to Haley Garrison, another Montana State University cowgirl. She was 12.6 on her first run here today. Go Tying Buckle sponsor here this weekend is Miles City Vet Clinic. A big thank you to Cal Davison and the crew at the MC Vet Clinic. Pretty solid run for Haley Garrison here as well. 8.1 for Haley, 8.1 puts her there 20.7 on 2. Moves us to Leighton Byer, University of Montana Western cowgirl. She was 12.4 on her first run. She'll be followed by Savannah Bolich and Seeley Salmon. Samantha Kern start thinking about it. 9.6 for Leighton here today, 9.6. Puts her there 22 flat on 2. Savannah Bolich will be next. She was 11.8 on her first run. She'll be followed by Seeley Salmon and Samantha Kearns. Shelby Rasmussen, be ready please. .3 for Savannah, 7.3. Moves her to the lead in the average with 19.1. Montana State University cowgirl Seeley Salmon will be next. Her teammates Samantha Kearns were both 11.7 on their first runs. They'll be followed by another pair of teammates, Shelby Rasmussen and Ashley Koenig.
Good.
7 flat for Seeley Salmon, 7 flat. It's her there 18.7 on 2. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm looking at the tie-down times, not the go-time times. Switch up that average for Seeley Salmon though, 7 flat. Here today, puts her there 14.6 on 2. Savannah Bolich is 15 flat. Leighton Byer 17.4. Haley Garrison is a 16 flat on 2. And Kira Patton is a 15.8. Here's Samantha Kern. She was 7.6 on her first run here today. .2 for Samantha, 8.2. She's 15.8 on 2. Shelby Rasmussen will be next. She was 7.2 on her first run. She'll be followed by Ashley Koenig and Jane Keeley. Lindsay Pulsifer, be ready please. Montana State University cowgirl Shelby Rasmussen. .7 for Shelby. Moves her to the lead in the round and the average of the 13.9 on 2. And it moves us to her teammate Ashley Koenig, who was 7 flat on her first run. She'll be followed by Jane Keeley. And then our final go tire will be Lindsay Pulsifer. 3 to go, Bronc Riders. 3 left. Here's Montana State University cowgirl Ashley Koenig. .8 for Ashley, 15.8. 8 on 2. Just 2 to go now. Jane Keeley's next. She was 6.9 in the Longo. Montana State University Northern, one of only 2 cowgirls to make it back who are not Montana State University competitors. She'll be followed by our final go tire here this afternoon, Lindsay Pulsifer. Here's Jane Keeley. Eight flat for Jane. 8 flat puts her there at 14.9. Unofficially in 3rd place at this time on 2 hit. Last cowgirl to go in here to go time is Lindsay Pulsifer, Montana State University cowgirl. She turned in the time of 6.5 here in the long go round. Shelby Rasmussen currently leads this event on 2 hit with a 13.9. Seven 3 or faster will make Lindsay the champion. Nice solid run for Lindsay. And there is your event champion with a 6.7. She ties for the fastest time today and turns in the time of 12.2, 13.2 on 2. Montana State University cowgirl Lindsay Pulsifer, 13.2 on 2 hit. 6.5 on her first one, and 6.7 on her second one. And a big thank you to our Go Time Buckle sponsor, Miles City Vet Clinic, here this weekend. That looks like we're set to go back to the second section of bronc riding. Gonna start things off with Logan Nunn, Northwest College bronc rider. Didn't draw the best one of the pin here last night. He kind of threw a nasty at him and then kicked him in the back to add insult to injury. Hope things go a little better for Logan here today. Just one cowboy with 2 qualified rides here this weekend. That's Clancy Glenn. He currently leads your average, of course, with 107 points. No qualified ride for Logan last night means he's not going to be a player in the championship, but a good solid score will certainly help him out here today. Shoot number 1, Northwest College bronc rider Logan Nunn set to go first. Horse number 438, they call this one Pinnacle Peak from the MCC Rodeo program. Once again, I'd like to thank our buckle sponsor, the saddle bronc riding here today, Stockman Bank. Stockman Bank makes banking easy for you with 24-hour online banking. You can conveniently access your accounts anytime, anywhere. Stockman Bank is proud to support collegiate rodeo teams across the state and wishes all the participants good luck at the Miles Community College Spring Rodeo.
I love rodeo quite a bit. He's trained a lot of times. We train a lot when we practice, yeah.
Tyler Turco, if you could please come over to the announcer stand. Tyler Turco, please. Looks like Logan's just about set to go. Third generation bronc rider. Shoe gate malfunction will overcome the problem. He's on Pinnacle Peak from the bird string. Down early and no score for Logan here today, no score. Calvin Schaefer will be next. Northwest College bronc rider. Shoe number 3 for Calvin Schaefer, Northwest College bronc rider. He had the high mark ride here last night, 67 points. He's drawn the horse here today they call Satin Sheets, number 520 for the Birch Rodeo program. Once again, I'd like to thank our men's all-around buckle sponsor, Miles City Livestock Commission Company. Mark Midget and the crew across the street. A big thank you to those folks. Here's Calvin Schaefer, Northwest College bronc rider. He's drawn the bucket horse they call Satin Sheets. Horse falls down with him. He failed to mark the horse out of the shoot that first jump. He takes home a no score here this afternoon. He fouled him before the horse fell down. No score. Caleb McMillan will be up next. Another Northwest College bronc rider. Going to be a re-ride for the last Cowboy, re-ride for Calvin Schaefer. Caleb McMillan will be next. Shoe number 3 for Caleb. Shoe number 4, excuse me. He's drawn the bucking horse they call Huckleberry for the Birch Rodeo program.
I would think so. Yeah, you can do it right as fast as you want. You got to drag it out.
Neck rope foul on the last guy. That's why he got a re-ride. Tough break here though for Caleb McMillan. No score for Caleb, no score. Originally a no score for Calvin Schaefer, but the neck rope did foul him on the way out. They awarded him a re-ride. We'll see him back again. Gotta go next to shoot number 1. Cody Weeks will be your next bronc rider. Cowboy with 64 points on his first horse here this weekend. He's drawn the biggest snout bucking horse from the Birch Rodeo program they call Bluetooth. All right, now we got the arena cleared. We'll move on to Cody Weeks, Northwest College bronc rider. At the second highest mark ride from the first go-round with 64 points. And he's drawn the horse here today to call Bluetooth. Northwest College Cowboy. Big, stout, birch bucket horse that wants to do it. Jump and kick every jump, and Cody Weeks couldn't weather the storm. Pick up man down, but looks like everybody's up and okay. End results a no score for Cody Weeks here today, no score. Montana State University Northern Cowboy and Shane Birdrider will be next. Shane was 62 points on his first horse here this weekend. He's drawn horse number 449, Ivory Hunter. Coming out of shoot number 2, Stockman Bank sponsorship. Once again, like to thank our saddle bronc riding event sponsor, which is Stockman Bank. And a big thank you to all of our local buckle sponsors: Miles City Saddlery, the Miles City Vet Clinic, First Interstate Bank, MCLC, Stockman Bank, Murdoch's, Anderson Air, Max Frontierland, Cowtown Egg, Stevenson Farms, and Tyrema. Here we go, Shane Birdrider and Ivory Hunter from the Birch Rodeo screen. Shane did not see that left blinker go on. He's down before the 8-second whistle at a no score for Shane Bergreimer here today, no score. Going to go next to Brant Drysdale, is that correct? Montana State University cowboy. Drawing the bucking horse they call Capstick on the Birch Rodeo program.
He's more excited about next week.
No qualified rides in this section. Just one cowboy with 2 qualified rides so far this weekend. That's Clancy Glenn. A 55 and a 52, 107 points on 2. Just a couple of saddle bronc riders left to go. Breakaway ropers, start thinking about it, please. Brant Drysdale will be first. Then we'll see Calvin Schaefer on his re-ride horse. Brant Drysdale, he's mounted to be saddled. He's just about set to go. Cowboy received a no score here last night. Good score, could still put him in there in good shape on one head. There's some young horses from the Birch Rodeo program. Still haven't got everything quite figured out. Looks like a re-ride coming in for Brant. Option for a re-ride for Brant. And we'll see Brant again later on. He will take his re-ride. Here's a re-ride for Calvin Schaefer coming up next. Shoot number 3. Calvin had the high-marked ride of the night last night on his first horse with 67 points. Saw him out here at the beginning of the performance here in this second section. Was fouled at the gate. Breakaway ropers be ready. Shelby Lockey, Emmy Ilgett, and Samantha Kearns. Come in that order, please. Shoe number 3, Calvin Schaefer on a re-ride horse. Cowboy with 67 points, high mark ride last night. See what he can get done here this afternoon. You bet. Reaches out, sticks him in the neck, a few jumps. Comes off the fence in good shape. There's one of the better bronc rides we've seen here this weekend. Great job to the Northwest College Cowboy. And we'll leave it up to our pro officials to turn the scores in. $60 with the option for a re-ride. $60 with the option for a re-ride for Calvin Schaefer. Still have one re-ride pending here in the bronc riding, so we'll wait till that gets cleaned up before we hand out our championship buckles for the weekend. I would assume we'll run that re-ride of the first section of bull riding. So breakaway ropers, you're up. Calvin Schaefer is going to take the score, so he'll be 127 on 2. Currently way out in the lead in the average on 2-hand here this weekend. Breakaway ropers, you're up. Shelby Lockey will be first. She'll be followed by Emmy Ilgen and then Samantha Kearns. Hannah Vogel, be ready please. Breakaway roping event sponsor here this weekend is First Interstate Bank. Big thank you to those folks. Sponsor a lot of rodeo events throughout the year here at the College Rodeo Arena and over at the fairgrounds, and we certainly appreciate their support. Shelby Lockey, Miles Community College Cowgirl will be first. She was 3-7 on her first run. Comes back split 9th and 10th. All right, boys, here we go. Tries to be fast, but no time for Shelby here today. Certainly appreciate all the help down there at the arena. Our timed event shoot boss is Paul Leiker. He's got a great crew helping him out on that end as well. We certainly appreciate all their support. University of Montana Western breakaway roper Emmy Ilgen will be next. She'll be followed by Samantha Kearns and then Hannah Vogel. Elizabeth French, be ready please. .5 for Emmy, plus 10 at the barrier, 12.5. Puts her there at 16.2 unofficially on 2 head. Samantha Kearns will be next. She's the first of a host of Montana State University cowgirls that qualified here the short go round for the breakaway roping. She was 3.4 on her first run. Smooth run there for Samantha. .3 for Samantha, 2.3. Puts her there at 5.7 on 2. Hannah Vogel will be next. She'll be followed by Elizabeth French and then Ashley Koenig. Madison Wilkerson, be ready, please. Another Montana State University cowgirl, Hannah Vogel, 3.3 on her first run. Needs to be rapid to beat her teammate Samantha Kearns, who's 5.7 on 2. She jumps out there, puts a pretty good run together. She'll match her efforts from the long go round with another 3.3. So she's 6.6 on 2 hit. Elizabeth French will be next, another Montana State University cowgirl. She'll be followed by teammates Ashley Koenig, Madison Wilkerson, and then Celie Salmon. Here's Elizabeth French. .7 for Elizabeth, 3.7. Puts her there at 6.8 on 2. Ashley Koenig will be next. She'll be followed by Madison Wilkerson, and then Celie Salmon. Shelby Rasmussen, be ready, please. Other Montana State University cowgirl, Ashley Koenig. She was 3-1 on her first run here this weekend. Set all right, here we go. Sticks it on 1. .4 for Ashley, 3.4. Puts her there at 6.5, moves her to second place on 2 hit. And it moves us to Madison Wilkerson. Celie Salmon, you're on deck. Shelby Rasmussen, you're in the hole. Madison Brenner, be ready. And another 3.4 for Madison, puts her in there at 6.4 on 2 hit. Moves her into second place. Celie Salmon will be next. She was 3 flat as well on her first run. She'll be followed by her teammate Shelby Rasmussen and Madison Brenner. Then our final breakaway roper will be Katie Deegard. Tie-down ropers, be ready, please. No time for Cindy, no time. Shelby Rasmussen will be next. She was also 3 flat in the Longo. She'll be followed by Madison Brenner, then our final breakaway roper, Katie Niegard. Pretty solid run for Shelby Rasmussen. .9 for Shelby, 2.9. Puts her in there at 5.9. Moves her to second place on 2 head. Madison Brenner will be next. Montana State University cowgirl. She was 2.7 on her first run. She'll be followed by our final competitor, Katie Niegard. Samantha Kearns has the fast time here today with a 2.3, the fast time of the weekend actually. She also has the fast time on 2 at a 5.7. Shelby Rasmussen at second place with a 5.9. We're going to roll. Go to Katie Niegard next. Katie had the fast time of the long go round. She was 2.4 seconds. Dawson Community College cowgirl. And another solid run for Katie. .4 for Katie, puts her in there at 5.8 on 2 and moves her into second place on 2 head. Madison Brenner will be our final breakaway roper, Montana State University cowgirl. She turned in the time of 2.7 on her first calf this weekend. All right, here we go. Final breakaway roper of the weekend. She was trying to win it all. Comes up empty in no time. So, ladies and gentlemen, your unofficial champion from Montana State University with a 2.3 here today and a 3.4 on her first run. A combined time of 5.7 seconds is Samantha Kearns. Big round of applause for Samantha, please. We'll bring Samantha down to this into the arena for the monthly presentation at this time. Tie-down ropers, you're up. Garrett Mossman, Chase Mitchell, and Matt Williams will come in that order. Big thank you once again to our buckle sponsor for the breakaway roping here this weekend, First Interstate Bank. And a big round of applause, if you would please, for Montana State University cowgirl, Samantha Kearns. Calves to spill, then we'll go to Garrett Mossman, University of Montana Western, tie-down roper. He'll be followed by a pair of teammates, Chase Mitchell and Matt Williams, then James Ramirez. Tie-down roping sponsor here this weekend is a Miles City Saddlery. Big thank you to some of our national sponsors. Cactus Ropes. Founded in 1991, they manufacture ropes that are the most durable and consistent products available. They can be found at local retailers or at www.cactusropes.com. All right, here we go. Garrett Mussman, your cowboy. Hey, in a good loop. He's doing in pretty good shape. Pretty waspy pitted calves, but he strings that front foot. Gathers a tie, straight legs, hands in his air. You bet. Garrett turns at the time of 11.8. He's 24.6 on two head. Chase Mitchell will be next. Chase was 0.2 of a second faster than Longo with a 12.6. The Montana State University Cowboy will be followed today by his teammate Matt Williams. The James Ramirez. Levi Delamarter, be ready please. Chase Mitchell strings that front foot, 1, 2, 3, a hooey. .6 seconds here today for Chase Mitchell. He's 22.2 seconds and our new leader on 2. And Matt Williams will be next. He was 12.4 seconds on his first cap. Matt Williams backed into the corner of the box. Just about ready to go. Montana State University tie-down roper. Comes a swinging. Good loop. Put him in pretty good shape. Catches him in the air, but a pretty waspy calf. Not the best one to draw on the pin. He'll flank him again. 1, 2, 3 and a hooey.
What?
15.5 for Matt Williams, 15.5. James Ramirez will be your next tie-down roper. They'll be followed by Levi Delamarter and Will Powell. Bryce Bach, be ready please.
Over the track. Best run she ever made on it. We got away and ran one off. Yeah, that's what it takes. I better run around the parking lot all the time.
James Ramirez will be your next cowboy. So as we get the arena clear. Once again, I'd like to thank the Miles City Salary, the event sponsor here, for our tie-down roping this weekend. Now the arena is cleared down. We're ready to go with James Ramirez, University of Montana Western tie-down roper. He was 11.8 in the long go. 9.6 the fast time so far today, turned it by Chase Mitchell. He also leads the average at this time with a 22.2. Good solid run for James. .6 for James Ramirez, 11.6. He's 23.4 on two hen, and he moves into second place in the average. Montana State University Cowboy Levi Delamarter will be next. He was 11.7 in the long go. Be followed by a host of teammates, including Will Powell and Bryce Bott in that order. Jake Faulkner, start thinking about it, please. Here's Levi, just about ready to go. .97 calls for a calf, hard running black calf. No time for Levi here today, no time. Another Montana State University tie-down roper, Will Powell, will be next. Will was also 11.7 in the first go. He'll be followed by teammates Bryce Bott and Jake Faulkner. Keenan Kwame, start thinking about it. No time for Will here today, no time. Bryce Bott will be next. Be followed by Jake Faulkner, then Keenan Kwame. Cyrus Robertson will be our final tie-down roper. Bryce Monts, your tie-down roper. Good solid run for Bryce. .5 for Bryce Mont, 9.5. Moves him to the lead in the average as well with a 21.1 unofficially. And it moves us to Montana State University cowboy Jake Faulkner. Jake will be followed by Keenan Kwame and then Cyrus Robertson. Great run for Jake Faulkner. .5 for Jake, that's even there. 19.1 on 2. .1, excuse me. Keenan Kwame will be next. He'll be followed by our final tie-down roper, Cyrus Robertson. So Jake Faulkner has the fast time in the round and the fast time on 2 heads so far, with 2 cowboys to go. Keenan Kwame was 10.2 on his first run. He'll be followed by Cyrus Robertson, our final tie-down roper. Barrel racers, start thinking about it, please. All right, here we go. Keenan Kwame, your tie-down roper. Gets his hands on him, a good shave. Good solid run for Keenan. No time for Keenan, no time. Cyrus Robertson will be our final tie-down roper here today. Came into the short go with the fastest time of the weekend, a 9.3. University of Montana Western cowboy. All right, here we go. Final tie-down roper. Cyrus Robertson was going to jump out there and be fast. Win the whole deal, but in no time for the cowboy. Tough break. So that means your unofficial champion is Montana State University cowboy Jake Faulkner. He was 8.5 here today. The fast time of the weekend. Puts him in there at 20.1 on 2 runs. It makes him your Miles Community College Spring Rodeo champion of the tie-down roping. He'll receive the Maynard Trophy belt buckle, sponsored here this weekend by the Miles City Saddlery. Get the barrel set up and we'll be ready to go with the Cowgirls barrel racing. Before the tractor comes into the arena, though, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take an opportunity to thank another cowboy in attendance here today. Somebody that didn't want much pomp and circumstance as far as speeches and things this weekend, but a cowboy that's contributed a lot to the Miles Community College Rodeo program. Wally Banjett back there in the back of the chutes. This will be the very last Miles Community College Rodeo. The Wally will be the head coach of this great team. Wally started with the program in 1996, became the assistant head coach in 2003, been the head coach since 2004. A cowboy that's had many teams at the College National Finals Rodeo, sent many competitors to that event as well. Some of the greats from his program: Parker Breeding, Bo Hill, Justin Miller, Tyler Smith. But a man who's touched the lives of many young competitors here at the Miles Community College Rodeo program. Thanks isn't enough. A round of applause isn't enough, but it's more than you wanted. But ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a big round of applause for Wally Banjit, if you would, please. Got the barrels up in the arena, and we're just about set to go with Montana State University cowgirl Haley Garrison, who will be our first competitor in this event. She'll be followed by Emmy Ilgin, and then Shelby Rasmussen will rank after the 5th barrel racer here today. And the barrel racers come in a random drawn order, not in order of placing. 14:33, Haley Garrison was actually the fast time of the weekend so far. We'll shut the big overhead door and be ready to go with Haley Garrison. Montana State University cowgirl Haley Garrison will be our first barrel racer to go here this afternoon. Young lady comes into the arena at the fast time of the weekend of a 14.33, and the fast time by over 1/10 of a second in the long go round, which is light years in the barrel racing. A tough break forward to get things started off here today. Not the trip that Haley was hoping for here today. She takes a 10-second penalty with her at a 15.84 plus 10 at 25.84. Emmy Ilgin will be up next. Emmy will be followed by Shelby Rasmussen and then Madison Wilkerson. Sierra Lyons, be ready, please. Great run going for Emmy Ilgin, University of Montana Western cowgirl. Tough break here at the very end for Emmy. She turns in the time of 26.55, 26.55. That'll take us next to Shelby Rasmussen. She'll be followed by Madison Wilkerson and then Sierra Lyons. We'll rake after Sierra. Montana State University cowgirl, here's Shelby. Great around 2 barrels, headed for number 3. Smooth run around 3 barrels. She turns in the time of 14.54, 14.54 for Shelby. We're going to go next to Madison Wilkerson. Madison was 14.49 on her first run.
But I'd like to see somebody take her that's going to use her.
Great run going for Madison Wilkerson. Round 3 barrels in great shape. 14.76, 14.76. That's her there at 29.25. In second place on 2. University of Montana Western Cowgirl Sierra Lions will be next. She was 14.54 on her first run. She's in good shape around 2 barrels. 3 barrels and no problem. She's going to cross the eye in the time of 14.61. 14.61. 29.15 on 2. Those are the first place, and the average moves us to Samantha Kearns after we rake the barrels. Big thank you to Ron Watts out here this weekend, helping us out, keeping the arena in such great shape. Ron donates countless hours throughout the year to just about every rodeo event at both this arena and over at the fairgrounds. Gentleman that donates a lot of time to the sport of rodeo, especially youth rodeo, throughout the course of a year. All right, we'll get the barrels back up and we'll be set to go with Montana State University Cowgirls, Samantha Kearns. Samantha turned in a 14.67 on her first run here this weekend. Samantha's going to take a 5-second penalty home with her here today. She turns in the time of 14.36 plus 5, 19.36 for Samantha. Leighton Byer will be next. She also was 14.67 on her first run. University of Montana Western Cowgirl. She'll be followed here today by her teammate Callie Wallenberg and then Celie Salmon. Leighton Byer get around 2 barrels, 3 barrels, no problems here, headed home. She turns in the time of 15.28, 15.28. Other University of Montana Western Cowgirl Callie Wallenberg will be next. She was also 14.67. She'll be followed by Celie Salmon, then Kira Simonson will rake after Kira. Great run started for Callie. Smooth around all 3 barrels. She's going to cross the electric eye at the time of 14.84, 14.84. Puts her in there at 29.51 on 2. Celie Salmon will be up next. Montana State University Cowgirl. She'll be followed by Kira Simonson will rake after Kira. Then go to our final 2 competitors on the barrel racing, Nicole Lake and Cade Browning. Sealy Sambit is 14:49 on her first run. A little bumble there around the third barrel, but otherwise a great run for her today. 15:19. 1:5:19 gives her a 29:68 on 2. Kara Simonson will be next. She was 14:65 on her first run here this weekend. University of Montana College competitor. Will rake after Kira, then go to Nicole Lake. And our final barrel racer, Kate Browning. Great run going here for Kira. Headed home at the time of 14:48, 14.48. Moves her to the lead in the round and the average. She's 29:13 by 200ths of a second. She's your new leader. We'll bring the tractor back in and rake and then go with Nicole Lake and Kate Browning. Fast times in the round so far here today. A 14:48 by Kira Simonson, a 14:58 by Shelby Rasmussen, and a 14:61 by Sierra Lyons. Your leader after 2 is Kira Simonson with a 29:13, then Sierra Lyons with a 29:15, and then Shelby Rasmussen unofficially with a 29:21. Reride to go in the saddle bronc riding. 2 barrel racers left to go. Then about 5 more riders to wrap up the spring rodeo here at MCC this year. All right, looks like we're ready to go with our final 2 competitors here in the barrel racing. First to be Nicole Lake, University of Montana College cowgirl. Great run started for Nicole Lake here today. University of Montana College barrel racer turns in the time of 14:83, 14.83. It's earned their 29:44 on 2. Moves us to our final competitor, the barrel racing here this weekend, Kate Browning. Kate had a 14:45 on her first run. Montana State University cowgirl with the last chance to turn in a faster time on 2 than Kira Simonson, who currently has a 29.13. Left barrel first and a great turn there. She's in good shape around 2. Big long strided sorrel horse. Great around 3 barrels. She turns into time 14.14. 14:14. The fastest run of the weekend by a mile. And ladies and gentlemen, that puts her in there at 28:59 on 2. And there is your champion of the barrel racing in Miles City, the 2019 Spring Rodeo with a 28:59 on 2. At a 14:19 on her final run, she flew past the competition, and she'll take home the Maynard Championship belt buckle sponsored this weekend by Tiorama. Kate Browning, if we could get you into the arena here, take your picture with the presentation of the championship buckle, we'd appreciate it, please. All the Miles Community College students, remember to meet up with Coach Wally Badgett in front of the bucket chute right after the final bull rider, please. Miles Community College athletes, please meet Wally Badgett right in front of the bucket chutes directly after the bull riding. Thank you. Big thank you once again to Ron Watts, pilot of the John Deere tractor for us this weekend. I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce to you in the arena our bullfighters here this afternoon. Tate Rhodes and Zane Lewis. Apologies there, Zane. Had the wrong last name for him last night. Zane Lewis and Tate Rhodes. Our bullfighters here this weekend certainly appreciate all their help. We have one ring ride to get through the silent riding before we jump into the bull riding. Chute number 2, Stockman Bank Chute. Re-ride for Brad Drysdale, Montana State University Cowboy. Just 2 Cowboys with 2 qualified rides so far in the South Bronx riding. Calvin Schaefer currently our leader with 127 points. Clancy Glenn currently in second place with a 107. Brad Grisdale, no qualified ride on his first horse. Best he can do is third place. So your champion for the Saddle Bronc riding this year will be Calvin Schaefer, 127 points on 2 here. Just about ready to go, it looks like. Brad Drysdale, Montana State University Cowboy. Brad reaches down and gets a deep seat, so okay, Ben, let's go. Birch Rodeo Bucking Horse, Montana State University Bronc rider going. Brad Drysdale. Make sure to that 8-second whistle. 70 points for Brant Drysdale, 70. I'm Mark Ryan of the weekend here in the Saddle Bronc Riding, but your champion for the Saddle Bronc Riding is Calvin Schaefer, Northwest College Cowboy. On two-hand, he was 127 points. We'll do those buckle presentations with the bull riding at the conclusion of this next event. Going to get the bull riding started off with Justin Ketzenberg, Northwest College Cowboy. He was 59 points on his first bull here this weekend. Judges reached into the hat earlier today and drew bull number 508 for the Birch Rodeo program. They call this one the Saber Tooth. Justin Ketzenberg easing up on his bull rope. Bull riding buckle sponsor this weekend is Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply. Big thank you as well to the men's all-around bell buckle sponsor Miles City Livestock Division Company and Stevenson Farms, who sponsored the women's all-around buckle. Here we go, the first bull rider of this afternoon, Justin Ketzenberg, Northwest College Cowboy. Got a nice little flat spinner here away from his hand. Going into the 8-second whistle, our bullfighters step in and help him out. $36 points with the option for a reride for Justin. 36 with the option. Puts him in there at 94 points on two head. Northwest College bull rider Caleb McMillan will be next. Having no smaller than his first bull. He's drawn bull number 541. They call this one Ivory Trade. Shoe number 3, Stockman Bank shoe. Got to repull and try it again.
Not so bad, you?
Going to switch to number 2, Chance Switzer, Dawson Community College Cowboy. Chance was 70 points last night on his first bull. He's drawn the Birch Rodeo bull they call Arsenal. He'll be coming out of shoe number 4. Looks like we're just about set to go. Dawson College Cowboy, Chance Switzer, shoe number 4. Birch Rodeo bull they call Arsenal. He was 70 points on his first bull here this weekend. Any kind of a qualified ride should move him into the lead on 2 head. Said, all right, give me the big 10. Here we go. Chance Switzer, Dawson College Bull Rider. No, down early. And a no score for the Dawson Community College Bull Rider. No score. Gonna switch and go back to Caleb McMillan. Northwest College Bull Rider. Shoe number 3, gonna try it again. Birch Rodeo bull they call Ivory Trade. Caleb McMillan, Northwest College Bull Rider, got one tapped off into his hand. You bet. Bullfighters will step in. Good get off. Everybody's safe and happy and a great ride for the Northwest College Bull Rider. $66 points for Caleb McMillan. Gonna go next to Tristan O'Neill. Montana State University Bull Rider, shoe number 2. He's drawn the good bull they call Jurassic Park. Coming out of the Stockman Bank shoe. Stockman Bank founded in 1953 and still 100% Montana owned and operated. They have 34 locations throughout the state of Montana. Visit Stockman Bank today for all your financial needs. Montana State University bull rider Tristan O'Neill with 69 points on his first bull this weekend, excuse me. He's drawn the birch bull they call Jurassic Park. Come on, Tristan. Cowboy took a pretty good shot last night right at the end of his ride. I'm sure he's stiff and sore this morning. And a no score for the Cowboy here today, no score. And then there was one, Keenan Kwame. Montana State University Cowboy was 80 points on his first bull this weekend. He's drawn bull number 506. They call this one 10,000 BC for the Birch Rodeo program. Kids had the high mark ride of the weekend so far with 80 points. Just one Cowboy with 2 qualified rides, that's Justin Ketzenberg. Keaton guaranteed second here this weekend regardless of the result of this ride, but any qualified ride should move him into the lead for the average. He'll take home the Maynard belt buckle this weekend, sponsored by Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply. we go. Last bull rider of the rodeo this weekend, Keenan Kwame, Montana State University Cowboy. Can't quite make it there for the 8th circuit trip. Keenan's going to take home a no score here today. So that means your bull riding champion with a total of 94 points on 2 head, Northwest College Cowboy Justin Ketzenberg, will take home the Maynard Bell Buckles, sponsored by Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply here this weekend. We can also get Calvin Sheen for the Northwest College Cowboy, who does our champion saddle bronc rider here down in front. We'll get pictures with the buckle presentations of both events.